This short video focuses on how you actually transfer the master administrator to your client after you create QuickBooks Online company file subscription for your client using QuickBooks Online Accountant. So you create this, whether it's Plus or Essentials, and then you set up the file, etc. And then eventually you're going to invite your client as a company administrator and then transfer the master administratorship to them, and you remain the accountant user. I clicked the Plus New QBO Company tab. I created a client QBO file 1, and I opened it. I have set it up. All the data is in there, whether you start with a opening balance journal entry, lists and balances, bring in from Excel, or I converted from the desktop. Either way, I have the file, and the last step is to go ahead and invite your client and make them the master administrator. Click on the gear icon in the upper right, or we also call it the Tools menu, and under Your Company, Manage Users. You'll notice as the accountant user in Manage Users, I am both the master admin and the accountant user. My goal is to just be the accountant user. What I want to do next is transfer the master administrator to my client, but I can't do it until I invite them first. So you go ahead and click New. And you're going to make them a company administrator. Click Next. And you're going to put in their email address because they're going to be emailed. And I'm the accountant doing this, right? Click Next, and then click Finish, and it'll send them the invite. Now, I'm still viewing this through QBOA. I'm still the accountant, looking at my client's QuickBooks Online file in the Manage User section, and notice they are a company admin, but I still cannot transfer it yet until they accept the invite. So let's go be the client. So the client uses Gmail, Outlook, whatever, and they get an email where I've invited them to be a company admin. You go and they go ahead and click here to accept the invitation. Now, if they have a user ID already, they use it. All right. If not, then they're going to create one just by clicking on Create New User ID. Go ahead and sign in. So I've accepted the invitation, and now I'm going to go ahead and sign in to the QuickBooks Online file. Now, under Manage Users as the client, you'll notice you have still the accountant is the master admin, and I'm the company admin, it's the client, and then my accountant, of course, is the accountant user. So what we want to do now is invite the client as the master admin to actually transfer the master administratorship to them. So we'll come back to that. So now I can go ahead and transfer the master administratorship. I'm back in the QuickBooks Online file as the accountant, going from QuickBooks Online Accountant, right? And I'm going to click Transfer Master Administrator. And since I have a company administrator there they are. If you have more than 1 or 2 or 3 or whatever, you'll see them there in the drop-down. Click Finish. And now the client is going to be emailed an email that allowed them to accept the master administratorship. So there's my other email. Again, I'm the client. It says, I've been granted master administrator privileges for the company. To accept the role, click here. You go ahead and they'll click. Now, at this point, they need to sign in to accept this. QBO client. And they sign in. And they're hoping to get this message. Master account administrator privileges for client file has been successfully transferred to you. An email has been sent to the former master administrator confirming the transfer. So you go ahead and click Close. So now when the client goes into Manage Users, they'll see that the client is now the master admin and the accountant is still the accountant user. Now let's go back over to the accountant view. And it is exactly the same for the accountant. When I've launched the file from QBOA, you can see that the client is now the master admin and I'm the accountant user. So that's the process in transferring the master administratorship from accountant to the client when you start the QuickBooks Online company file from QuickBooks Online Accountant. Hope that was helpful. Have a great day.